Good blessed day to each of you. I always love coming on here and just sharing something with you. Me and my husband went somewhere the other day, and we just went out to have a time together. And the the waitress basically was letting us know. She started talking to us and just sat down with us for a little bit because we love people, so they feel that love. And she was sharing with us that, I've never seen a couple before that still looks like they kind of newlyweds. Because we make a lot of jokes and we just, I guess, just be ourselves because it's a daily thing. But she made a statement. She said she saw an older couple that was together. And she said there's many older couples that she sees that normally don't speak to each other. And so at first I was like, that's interesting. I wonder why. But the way she was talking about it, it was like they had no relationship or communication with each other. But as she was speaking, and then I came home and I thought about it, here's what came to me. It's wisdom when you don't speak a lot. Because how many of you know that sometimes you like to talk, and then you start talking about things that really doesn't matter. And then you start talking so much, it gets you in trouble. And so as she was speaking and she saw it in one way, I listened to what she was saying. But then by the time I came home, I saw it in a different way. I looked at it as a child when they start talking. They don't talk much. They say few words. And sometimes we have to learn that speaking too much is not good. Just speaking what is right at the moment is the best thing to do. The Bible tells us to trust in the Lord with all of our hearts and lean not to our own understanding, but in all of our ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct our paths. And so when we trust in the Lord, the Bible reminds us that He will also rescue us. He says, I will rescue you, those who love me, and He will also protect you. And so I wanted to share this with you because sometimes people can see things in one way, and it's really not what they're looking at is what it is, anyone who, it's kind of interesting how we can just say we love God and still talk and bash people at the end of the day. But I want to remind you something, that the Bible reminds us that anyone who do not love, you have to love people. You have to love each other. You have to love yourself first. But most importantly, you have to love the Lord thy God with all of your heart and with all of your soul. And so He reminds us that anyone who do not love God. Why did I say this? Because the word tells us this, that God is love. And so instead of bashing each other and talking about each other and criticizing each other, you have to learn how to love. Anyone who do not love, the Bible tells us, do not love God. Because the word of God reminds us that God is love. And so if you start reading the word more, then picking up the phone and talking to somebody about someone, your life will change. The righteous faces many troubles, the Bible tells us. But the Lord comes to their rescue. He comes to your rescue. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to post it. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to make somebody else look bad, so that you can look good. No, you don't have to do that. There's so many people just gossiping and trying to cause confusion and causing chaos and turmoil. Guys, look at what's taking place on the earth today. Look at what's taking place. Why are we doing harm to each other with our mouths? Why? I want you to think about that. There's enough harm in the world. Furthermore yet for it to come from your mouth. So just remember to keep God first and know that if God be for you, who can be against you? Stop worrying. Don't worry about anything. Stop worrying. Stop fearing. Just trust in the Lord. You're going to go through, of course, because of being righteous. The Bible reminds us you will be persecuted for His name's sake. Jesus was even persecuted, and He was very perfect. And so just leave everything to the Lord. Leave everything to the Lord. You know, what happens, happens. What don't. What is to come will be. And just understand who you are. Walk in purpose, walk in destiny. But here's what I believe and what we do over here. Just live each day like it is your last day. Do you get that? If you had 3 months to live, how will you live? Will you call everybody and ask for forgiveness? Will you just love everybody and will you just talk positive because you know you're about to go? Live each day like you have 3 more months to live, or maybe 4. And every 4 months, repeat that again. Every day, keep repeating it again and watch and see how your life will be. So I just wanted this to share with someone. I hope it blessed someone's heart. And I really pray that you apply the works, that you are learning. When things come to me, it comes because it needs to be shared. It needs to be shared on this video. And so someone needed it. Share it with someone else. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Even if you don't agree, it's okay. But let's follow what the Word of God says, because the Word of God is life and is strength and is power. And the Bible reminds us what we need to do daily. And he said his Spirit will lead you, guide you, and direct you in all truth. And I know some of you might say, I don't believe in that. Well, it's okay. Good for you. It's not for you. But it's for those that have an ear to hear what God is saying by his Spirit. Shalom, and I send the agape love to each and every one of you. I have forgiven you if you have said wrong or even done wrong. But here's the thing. I want you guys to also forgive one another. Because at the end of the day, we have to face and give an account to the Lord thy God. Will you be ready? Will you be prepared on that day? So I'll talk to you soon. Grace and peace and love be with you. Remember the greatest gift of all. It is love. So love one another like Christ has loved us. And he has given himself for us. Just be at peace and give love. For no one knows when their last breath will be taken. So just love. That's all I can say. Just love.